In today's fitness world, it's all about going harder, lifting heavier, and doing the most. We're constantly bombarded with intense workouts and quick fixes, but more often than not, they leave you feeling drained, discouraged, or even inflamed. The truth? One of the most powerful, underrated tools for a healthy body, a clear mind, and a sustainable active lifestyle is walking. The problem is, we've been told over and over again that if you're not dripping in sweat or walking out of the gym extremely sore, then it didn't count. And as a trainer, I've seen it time and time again, people giving everything they've got to punishing routines and then burning out, getting injured, or walking away from movement altogether. Because honestly, that kind of pressure and intensity isn't sustainable for most of us, and it shouldn't have to be. There's a form of movement that's powerful, restorative, and so incredibly overlooked: walking. And I've believed in it for years, even when no one else was talking about it and Hot Girl Walks wasn't a viral thing yet. So I challenged myself to 10,000 steps a day for 7 days, no gym, no crazy routine, just me, my legs, my breath, and my intention. And I want to show you why the simple habit might be exactly what you've been missing. First off, welcome back to the Be So Good channel, where we're all about elevating ourselves from the inside out. I'm so grateful you're here because this video is close to my heart. Walking, something so simple, completely changed how I view fitness, how I move, and honestly, how I show up for myself. So, of course, the week I decided to start this challenge, it rained 3 days straight. Classic Florida hurricane season. I probably should have checked the forecast, but oh well, I had made a commitment and I wasn't about to let a little rain stop me. So I pulled out my walking pad, put on my comfiest socks, queued up a podcast, and just got into my little studio living room. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't perfect, but that's the point. Movement doesn't have to be. It just has to be intentional, and it has to be consistent. And I'll be honest, at the beginning of the challenge, I was tired, like mentally and physically. I almost talked myself out of it on day 2. I didn't feel that fired up motivation that usually gets you through gloomy weather. But I kept it gentle. I met myself where I was. On one of the indoor days, I even added a quick foam rolling session after my walk because I was sore and my legs were just feeling heavy. That small act of self-care reminded me that this isn't about pushing through pain. It's about building something sustainable. One thing I talk about with my friends and clients all the time is how modern life makes movement harder than it needs to be. We drive everywhere, we sit all day, we're glued to our screens. Even without realizing it, we're moving less than ever, and our bodies are feeling it. And that's exactly why we have to start prioritizing it. If you Google it, the average American only takes about 4,700 steps a day. That number shocked me, and honestly, I hope it gives you a little bit of a wake-up call too. That's less than half of what our bodies really need to feel energized, mobile, and healthy. And that's why I set out to walk 10,000 steps a day, not to be extreme, but to show you that doubling the average is not only doable, but it can genuinely change how you feel in your body and your mind. In so many places around the world, walking is a part of daily life. You walk to the store, you walk to meet a friend, it's natural. But here, we have to carve out time for it. We have to plan it. And most people don't even realize how much is missing from their routine until they start doing it again. So by day 4, the sun finally came out and I got to take my walks outside again, and that's where everything really clicked. We underestimate how powerful being outside is. The sunlight, the sound in the wind, the rhythm of your own breath syncing with your steps. Sometimes that's the reset that we need more than anything. And one of my favorite moments during this week was walking with my partner and my fiance. There's something so grounding about moving side by side, without distractions, just talking, laughing, dreaming about the future. Walking doesn't just support my body, but it helps strengthen our connection. In a world that pulls us in so many directions, that kind of presence with someone is really a gift. Movement doesn't have to be a solo grind. It can be connection. It can be joy. Let me rewind a bit and share how I got here. I was an athlete growing up, always active, always training. I studied exercise physiology in college, became a certified trainer, and really bought into belief that more was always better. I was doing it all: heavy lifts, Pilates, yoga, cross training, pushing myself to be well-rounded, to be fit, but I wasn't listening to my body. I was overriding it, and eventually it pushed back. I injured my back, then my right knee. I remember sitting in physical therapy thinking, how did I get here? How did I go from feeling so strong to being in the best shape of my life to feeling so broken? And that moment changed everything, because I realized I wasn't just healing an injury, I was grieving an identity. Being athletic was how I saw myself. So learning to move again, gently, slowly, intentionally, wasn't just physical, it was emotional. And walking, that was the first thing that felt safe again. Each step started to rebuild trust, not because it was intense, but because it was consistent. It gave me momentum without pain, confidence without burnout. And even now, years after that injury, I still walk every single day, because walking doesn't just support my fitness, it supports my life. During this challenge, I listened to podcasts that inspired me. I took calls with friends and family that I hadn't connected with in a while. Other times, I just walked in silence and let my thoughts settle. That's the beauty of walking. It adapts to you. It meets you exactly where you are. So if you're feeling tired, stuck, or disconnected from your body, try walking. Start with 10 minutes around the block, on your walking pad, indoors, or even in your pajama sets if you have to. Just start and notice how you feel afterwards. I've also linked my walking pad in the description below. It's truly made walking at home so easy and accessible, especially on rainy days or busy days, or even when the gym is just not it. Overall, walking reminded me that fitness doesn't have to hurt to work, that small intentional things we do for ourselves every single day are the ones that change us the most. Whether it's 2,000 or 10,000 steps, sunshine or rain, just take the first step. You might be surprised where it leads. I'd love to hear from you. Are you working towards 10,000 steps a day? Or maybe you're just realizing that walking might be exactly what your body's been asking for. Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and I really want to get to know your story. And if this resonated with you, if you're on a journey to move with more intention and feel more grounded, then you're in the right place. This community isn't about perfection, it's about progress, real transformation that actually sticks. So if that's your vibe, hit that subscribe button, give it a like, and maybe even share it with someone that you'd love to go on a walk with. Let's keep going and walking together. And I hope to catch you in one of my other videos that YouTube will suggest here next.